This question is from Melissa. Council meetings can sometimes run quite long, in part due to the counselors getting stuck in a circular argument or repeating themselves, and we don't see all the members getting equal airtime. What's your approach to facilitating more efficient discussion and decision-making while ensuring discussion is inclusive? This question start with Mr. Shively, 2 minutes each.
Got it. Oh, I've got a cat in the background stealing the show. So I will say, now it's distracting me. I will say that Robert's rules are not my strong suit. So I will need to bone up on those if I am successful in winning this election. I do agree that sometimes the council gets bogged down. That's a tricky thing. You don't want to use a heavy hand or, force the issue, even if you see it as becoming circular, because you want to show due respect to all members of the council. And so you don't, I'd say that's a tricky issue to navigate, and it's best to use a soft touch when doing that. To try to get equal airtime, I think you'll see this from I've seen this from Candace or Kevin previously, where you might call out a council member and ask their opinion on an issue. If you see some that are remaining silent in a conversation where they can provide meaningful input. But ultimately, if we're spending too long at any one topic, we've got finite meetings, we've got finite hours that we can do this. And if we're spinning wheels on a topic, we're probably not getting to everything we need to get to. So it is an important issue, and I think one that I'll be attentive to and we'll need to put some work in on. But thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bott, same question.
You're on mute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you
Maybe
go.
that's the solution to all these meetings. Just mute. Anyway, no, I'll participate. As my background in DoD as a DoD contractor, went. I think we slowly were just gradually going away from having long meetings. I think the private sector led that before the government. So I think we just have email reliance than actual meetings, and maybe just have a quick check-in every morning via phone and just have one meeting a week. So yeah, I think maybe just follow that trend that the private sector started. Thanks.
Mr. Crossland, same question. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, Mr. Crossland.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
As acting mayor, I've had the experience of dealing with this, okay? And it is, we have 11 people sitting up on the dais, and everyone has a comment to make. Everyone has an opinion, and it's necessary to hear everyone's opinion. I mean, basically, if something comes to the council, the council is a team. If something comes to the council, we have to be able to vet those motions and come up with the right answer. And so everyone has an opportunity to participate, and we should allow everyone on the council to have an opportunity to participate. It does get long-winded sometimes, but we have to hear people out. Some folks, let's say if they seem like they're not participating, it doesn't mean that they're not listening. It doesn't mean that they're not thinking about it. Okay? And my thing is, if you don't have anything to say, don't say anything. And then the meeting will go a little bit faster. But yeah, it's important to allow everyone to actually have their voice. Okay? Sometimes people get a little too forceful about what it is that they're actually pushing. And even though it's been discussed and they say the same thing over and over again, some folks just don't want to let it go. And sometimes we have to say, okay, we've heard that argument. And so we need to move on. We need to move on to someone else to see what someone else thinks about this particular piece of legislation or this particular issue.